Well, I think that moves us swiftly along into aesthetics.
Bum,
The
bum,
aesthetics
bum,
of
bum.
baseball. I love to bring up, much to Pete's chagrin, as I am a graphic designer working in the baseball industry. I'm obsessed with uniforms, logos, team colors,
Yes.
stadiums, the World Baseball Classic. We did a whole aesthetics on that a couple weeks ago. That was a blast. But this week, the Atlanta Braves were the latest to release their Nike City Connect jerseys. And I had to be told that this was actually a Nike City Connect release because I felt like I've seen this jersey for about 50 years. I don't know if you noticed, but the design they came up with was exactly like to me at least, looked very much like the famous uniform worn by Hank Aaron when he hit his 715th home run back in the mid 70s. The old Atlanta A, kind of in the royal blue sleeves with the leaf or the feather in the shoulder, and it just basically looked like that. I barely recognized it. I thought it was just a throwback jersey they were releasing. I didn't realize it was a Nike City Connect. As typically, as we've gone through all these jerseys as they've been released over the last couple of years, they're a pretty big departure from the team's current brand, or something very different, at least to grab your attention. But on initial look, I didn't even realize it was a Nike City Connect jersey. So I don't know what your initial response was.
Well, the first time I saw it was when you insisted we had to do this segment tonight, and I tried to tell you you didn't have
I
to.
said
But
we
anyway,
need to do
yeah,
this.
me too. And I said I don't
We
think
don't
we
really need to.
need to. But all kidding aside, that was the first time I saw him, and my first thought was exactly what went through your head.
Okay.
Haven't I already seen this as a throwback jersey? Didn't I see Hank Aaron wear this back
Yeah.
in the day?
The first thing I noticed, it's like I think they had a lowercase a back then, which is kind of weird, but they did have the kind of stylized new version of the A they use, but it had the written across it.
Yes, I can explain that.
The A. So that was the big difference I saw, but I don't know. You
You
read
want me to?
yeah,
Yeah, do you
you
want me
read
to
deeper
explain the
into
jersey
this.
for you?
Yes, please. I need an explanation.
Yeah, so let's start with our famous disclaimer we say about City Connect jerseys. And again, two disclaimers we like to say. One, it's really for the city. So if everyone there understands it, then good, fine for
Yeah,
them.
it's trying to engage different parts of the community in the market they are in, and I that's a brilliant marketing idea for sure, and some have executed better than others. So if you and I, two 50-year-old men in the
In the
Midwest,
Midwest,
don't understand what they're trying to do, they probably are onto something, because it doesn't really matter what we think. But I am curious to see what the explanation you read was.
yes. And disclaimer number two is every time they put out a City Connect jersey, they give you a guide. And I think that is a disturbing trend because I'm sure there are younger people in Atlanta who need this all defined. So let me start.
Yeah,
Something you may or may have not seen. For some reason, they put this on the inside collar.
I
There's
missed that.
this, yes, that wasn't displayed in the pictures you could see. It's a 715
Oh, cool.
in like scoreboard,
Yeah,
the
the
lighted
digital font.
scoreboard font. Why that's on the inside and not on a sleeve somewhere is
I like
beyond
that.
me, but
That's
it's
cool.
it's on the inside of the jersey. The sleeves you may notice have like a triangle-ish sort of design with
I
like
thought that
a
was supposed to be the feather from whatever
uh
their
that's
racist
actually
mascot was back then.
no, you're wrong.
Not
It
Chief
is
Wahoo. They had
it's
somebody
the
else.
it's the top of a crown to represent on each sleeve a tribute to the home run king Hank Aaron.
Okay. Wow. That's
Yeah.
pretty deep. Yeah. I did not. I'll have to look at it again. I did not notice a crown at all. I don't know if you saw it
Well, I
immediately,
know it.
or
I know it now.
now you know it.
um, the A you are referring to, and I totally agree with you. I remember it. It was a lowercase a on the original jerseys. The uppercase A is actually was used in marketing back in the day for the
Okay.
city of Atlanta as it was for the A marketing campaigns, like
Okay.
doing
So
things.
that different than their current traditional A they have on their hat?
Yeah, it is.
It is like okay,
It's different than that.
okay. I missed that
Then
totally.
I miss this because it's really hard to see, but right above like the size tag on the like lower left side of the jersey,
Yeah,
lined
they
up
call
with
it a
the
jock
A,
tag.
the jock tag. Yes,
That's
yes,
that's
yes.
the industry term.
Yeah, I see. I now read that. I could have said that out loud if I had read a little further. Is in Hank Aaron's handwriting. Keep
Oh wow,
swinging with the number 44.
okay.
So
They're leaning into Hank for sure. That's
yeah, it's
cool.
definitely a tribute to Hank all across his jersey. But they do point out that the colors are inspired by the 1972 to 75 Braves uniform, and we say no shit.
Yeah.
We thought it was a goddamn throwback. So
Yeah. They definitely
um,
captured the throwback look and the Hank part of it. I
yeah,
guess this is the first one that's sounds like it's more towards a person, a hero, versus the city itself. Most of the others kind of focus on neighborhoods or some aspect of the community rather than an individual player in the team's history. So that I guess that's interesting that he took
yeah.
a different angle. And certainly going with Hank Aaron, you can't go wrong with that. The great, one of the greatest hitters of all time. Um, so yeah, I guess that's cool, but I think the execution is just kind
Yeah,
of blah.
underwhelming.
That
Yeah.
doesn't look terrible by any means. It
No, it's a
just didn't
nice looking
really,
jersey actually,
yeah.
but
It's a cool throwback with some
it's
different flair
perfect.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really hopeful to your point how they maybe did they have the Cardinals done one yet? Maybe it'll be tribute to Mark McGuire and there'll be like a needle coming out of an arm on one of the sleeves or something.
Well, that's actually part of this story is that it's like it's going to be the Braves, obviously, Texas, Seattle, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and I'm forgetting the other team, but which means the Tigers and the A's won't be going until the last group of City Connects next year.
Yeah, because I don't
So
think the Cardinals have had one yet either, right?
Cardinals, I believe, will be next year as well.
Oh,
So
okay. We'll have to wait for that
and the
one for next year.
Yankees are a big one. And there was rumors the Yankees weren't even going to do this because they've hardly changed their uniform in 100 years. So I don't know what's going on there. So that'll be much talked about for sure. But I'm dying to see the Motor City version. I'm assuming it's going to say Motor City somehow for Detroit next year. But I was hoping. I think I probably knew this last year, but I forgot it, and I just saw the official list for this year, and I was disappointed that my Tigers will not be getting a City Connect uniform, as you've had the pleasure of wearing your Southside City Connect gear for quite a while now. I'm very jealous. They did, I think your White Sox probably did the best job of anyone we've seen so far. Um, so I guess this is the time we rate the jerseys. I'm gonna give this. It looks fine. It just doesn't really do anything new for me, or at least it's very subtle. The new things they do. I'm gonna give it one middle finger up, one middle finger down.
Same here.
All right, so that's a total of two middle fingers up,
Yeah, I
two
mean,
middle fingers down.
it's a solid, on a grading scale, it's a solid C. Like it's
Yeah,
not bad, it's not great, it does nothing to push the envelope. And I don't think people outside of maybe the A are gonna get any of the rest of the shit on the jersey, even if you
yeah,
live there.
yeah. I think
So
you'd have to dig pretty deep to even notice any of the other shit. So.
Word Hole Media.